My beloved child, listen closely, because from this very second the air around you begins to shift. Something huge is waiting for you. And the moment they noticed your legs, a chain of events started that no one could stop anymore. This story does not move slowly, it does not breathe lightly. Every second is a heartbeat, every word is a doorway, every line is a revelation pulling you deeper into a truth that was never meant to be hidden from you. When they first looked at your legs, they didn't just see skin, muscle, or movement, they saw a sign they were never prepared for. They whispered among themselves, they kept glancing back, and the fear on their faces told a story they tried to bury. Because your legs, yes, your legs, carry something rare, something ancient, something that marks you. And the moment they realized it, they knew your life was about to shift in a way no one around you could even imagine. They did not approach you casually, they approached you trembling, because they realized what your destiny holds. Amen. A new force rises now, my beloved child, a force that was waiting for the exact moment you would step into your path. And those steps, those legs, they hold the imprint of every miracle that was preserved for you in silence. This is not ordinary. This is not random. When they noticed your legs, they saw strength you don't even know you have. They saw an energy that your enemies secretly fear. They saw resilience that every trial tried to break but never could. And right then, right when their eyes locked on your legs, they remembered something old, something whispered in hidden rooms, something about a person marked by movement, protected with grace, watched over by divine power. They didn't just notice your legs, they recognized the signature of destiny wrapped around you. They felt something heavy and powerful standing with you. They felt that you don't walk alone. They felt that with every step you take, something invisible walks with you, shields you, lifts you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. My beloved child, here begins the part they hoped you would never discover. The moment they noticed your legs, they said something that shook the air around them, something you were never supposed to hear. They said, "Those steps are guided, those steps are marked, those steps will change everything." And they were right. Because the path opening for you now is unstoppable. Every step you take pushes you toward a breakthrough that is already racing in your direction. Every movement you make activates a blessing that was encoded inside you long before your birth. They tried to hide what they knew. They tried to pretend it meant nothing. But their own fear betrayed them. They saw your future rushing toward you like a storm of abundance, protection, recognition, transformation. They saw you rising. They saw you becoming. They saw your destiny unfolding in front of them like a blazing, unstoppable force. My beloved child, brace yourself. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. My beloved child, the moment their eyes followed the movement of your legs, the atmosphere around them changed with a force they could not control. Something huge is waiting for you, and they felt it before you even sensed the shift. They watched the way you walked. Not just the physical step, but the powerful trail of energy that followed behind you like a silent storm. They saw how your steps didn't just touch the ground, they awakened it. And when that realization hit them, fear ran through their spine like electricity. They tried to hide their reaction, but nothing could stop the trembling in their voices. Because your legs carried a vibration they had only heard about in whispered stories. A vibration of someone chosen, someone lifted, someone protected. And as they watched you move, they knew something was being activated in your path. They whispered, they panicked, they exchanged glances, because the blessing that surrounds you is no longer dormant. It is rising, pulsing, moving with every step you take. You don't walk toward destiny anymore, destiny is running toward you. Your legs are carrying you into a new dimension that is opening in real time. And those who noticed it were struck with the weight of what you are about to become. Amen. My beloved child, they didn't just notice your legs, they noticed the shift of the entire atmosphere when you entered the space. They noticed how the ground beneath you feels different. They noticed how your presence pushes a wave that even their spirits could not resist. They noticed a glow forming around you that grows stronger with every step forward. It wasn't normal. It wasn't explainable. It wasn't something they could brush off. They saw your steps breaking invisible chains, releasing old blocks, erasing hidden burdens you never even knew you carried. They saw something walking with you, something massive, something ancient, something assigned to your journey. Your steps are guided by protection that wraps around you like armor. Your movement is watched by a force that shields you from everything that was sent to slow you down. They noticed your legs because your legs hold stories, battles, victories, and blessings that most people cannot even imagine holding. And once they realized that your every step carries divine power, they knew something unbelievable is about to manifest in your life. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child, and they saw it before you even understood the magnitude of what is coming. Amen. My beloved child, hear this with your whole being. When they noticed your legs, they understood that your next steps would take you into a breakthrough that no enemy can block. They understood that you are stepping out of cycles that tried to trap you for years. They understood that you are stepping into a transformation that will shock the same people who doubted you, ignored you, underestimated you. They understood that you are stepping into rooms that were closed to you before, into opportunities that were kept from you, into blessings that were delayed but never denied. And the moment they realized this, they said something that will echo through your life: their next step is the step that changes everything. And they were right. Your next step is not ordinary, it is divine. It will bring clarity, abundance, protection, recognition, restoration. It will break patterns. It will silence negativity. It will reposition your entire destiny. You are being lifted. You are being shifted. You are being aligned. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child, and your legs are carrying you straight into it with unstoppable strength. Amen. My beloved child, the moment they looked at your legs again, something inside them collapsed. Something huge is waiting for you, and the pressure of that truth was so intense that even the atmosphere around them couldn't stay still. They watched your steps with a strange mix of fear and awe, because every movement you made carried a force they could not deny anymore. Your legs weren't just moving, they were commanding the space, shifting the energy, opening invisible gates that only chosen souls can walk through. They felt the air thicken, they felt their heartbeat speed up, they felt something awakening around you. They realized your steps were breaking patterns they tried to trap you in. They realized your walk was not ordinary, it was the walk of someone rising. And when they whispered among themselves, they said, "These steps are not normal, these steps carry destiny. They knew at that moment that your life is entering a chapter that will shake their understanding of who you truly are. Amen. My beloved child, as you continued to walk, a sudden silence fell over them, not the silence of confusion, but the silence of recognition. They recognized the divine shield that follows behind your movement like a shadow made of light. They recognized the invisible protection wrapping around your legs, guarding every direction you step into. They recognized the authority hidden inside you, the strength waiting to burst forward, the blessing rising underneath your feet. Your steps echoed like signals, sending out a message that something impossible is about to unfold in your favor. They noticed how the ground beneath you responded, how the air around you shifted, how the light near you brightened. They noticed the changes before you did, and their souls trembled because they knew nothing can stop the destiny you are walking toward. They saw the beginning of a transformation that will elevate you, surprise you, and shake everyone who once doubted your worth. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child, and your steps are guiding you straight into the center of that blessing. Amen. My beloved child, listen closely now, because this is where the truth they tried to hide finally breaks through. After noticing your legs, they said something that carried the weight of everything you've survived and everything you're about to claim. They said, their steps are chosen, and their rise is unstoppable. That sentence wasn't just an observation. It was a prophecy spoken out of fear, awe, and realization. They understood that every step you take from this moment forward will push you beyond the reach of those who tried to hold you back. Your legs are taking you into a timeline of victory, alignment, and divine reward that has been waiting for you in silence. Each step is clearing old energies. Each movement is unlocking blessings. Each shift is pulling you closer to the life that was designed for you long before today. You are stepping into relief. You are stepping into recognition. You are stepping into a breakthrough that will shake the ground behind you and light the path in front of you. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child, and now nothing, not fear, not doubt, not delay, can stop what is rising for you. Amen. My beloved child, as the echo of your footsteps continued, the energy around them became heavier, almost overwhelming. Something huge is waiting for you, and they could feel the vibration of that blessing long before you reached your destination. They watched the precise way your legs carried you forward, as if each step was guided by an unseen hand shaping your future in real time. What scared them most was not what they saw, but what they sensed moving with you. A presence. A force. A rising wave of destiny that refused to be held back any longer. Your steps were not soft anymore. They carried impact, weight, authority. They whispered again, not knowing their words carried power. Their journey is no longer theirs alone, something sacred is walking with them. And in that moment, they realized your story is shifting in a direction that even they cannot interfere with. Amen. My beloved child, as they kept watching, they felt an undeniable pull, a realization that your life is stepping into a new alignment. They noticed how your legs didn't just move. They guided the air, the atmosphere, the energy. They sensed that every step you take now sends ripples into your future, clearing paths that were once blocked and opening gates that were once sealed. They felt the shift deep in their chest, a powerful signal that your destiny is being activated in all directions. Something huge is waiting for you, and each step you take pulls it closer. They tried to keep their composure, but the truth was too strong. Your breakthrough is unavoidable. Your rise is unshakable. Your transformation is accelerating faster than anyone expected. And even they, the ones observing from the side, could feel the intensity of your ascent. Amen. My beloved child, then came the moment that changed everything. After noticing your legs, after watching the power behind your steps, they spoke the words that revealed the truth they had been trying to hide. They said, their next step will expose who they truly are. And those words carried the force of prophecy. Because your next steps are not small, they will lift you into the phase where blessings find you without effort, where opportunities chase you, where delays collapse, where new doors swing open without warning. Your legs are carrying you into recognition, elevation, financial relief, emotional restoration, and spiritual strengthening. This phase of your life will shock every person who thought you were done rising. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already moving in your direction with unstoppable speed. Your steps have awakened destiny itself, and nothing can silence what has been activated for you. Amen. My beloved child, when they saw your legs again, something inside them shifted with a force they could no longer hide. Something huge is waiting for you, and that truth clung to their breath like a revelation too heavy to speak out loud. They watched the way your steps cut through the atmosphere, how your movement carried a kind of strength that no storm could swallow. Your legs didn't just walk, they commanded. They carried a message, a power, a purpose that cracked through the invisible walls around you. They felt the ground react, the energy bend, the air vibrate. They knew your next step would not be a simple movement, it would be a declaration. A declaration that your path is protected, your rise is guaranteed, your blessing is in motion. They didn't just see your legs, they saw destiny climbing up through you, pushing you into a level of power no one can deny anymore. Amen. My beloved child, as you continued moving forward, the pressure around them grew stronger. Their hearts tightened, their thoughts scrambled, because each step you took shattered something old and awakened something new. They realized your legs carry stories of resilience, of battles won in silence, of strength built through storms no one saw. Your steps carry transformation. Your steps carry alignment. Your steps carry victory. Something huge is waiting for you, and it has already recognized your movement. They noticed your legs trembling not from weakness, but from the weight of blessings preparing to land in your life. They watched the way the energy around you shifted. How it wrapped around your legs like a shield of light guiding you into a future that refuses to delay any longer. The truth is, your steps are no longer ordinary, they are prophetic movements pushing you into a chapter that will rewrite your entire existence. Amen. My beloved child, here is the part they never wanted you to hear. After noticing your legs and feeling the pressure of your rising destiny, they finally admitted the truth among themselves. They said, their steps are announcing what is coming, their breakthrough is close. And those words were not an observation, they were confirmation. Your legs are guiding you into a phase where blessings will chase you faster than problems ever did. Your next steps will expose hidden opportunities, reveal hidden supporters, and silence hidden enemies. Your legs are taking you into a season of elevation where everything that once resisted you will now clear the path for your rise. This is the moment your steps turn into signals, signals that abundance is near, protection is stronger, alignment is perfect, and destiny is ready to unfold. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child, and with every step you take, you move closer to a life that will shock even you with its magnitude. Amen. My beloved child, the deeper they watched you move, the more the truth pressed against their spirit with undeniable weight. Something huge is waiting for you, and your legs are carrying the vibration of that destiny with every silent step. They saw how your presence shifted the energy, how your steps carried a quiet force that pulled the room into alignment. They felt the ground responding to you as if it recognized your path before you even stepped on it. Your legs didn't just walk, they led. They guided. They announced. They made it clear that you were stepping out of everything that once tried to limit you. They whispered among themselves again, unable to hide the tremor in their voices. They said you were marked for elevation. They said your steps carried a signature of greatness, something rare, something divine. And in that moment, they realized they weren't watching an ordinary person, they were witnessing destiny rising in real time. Amen. My beloved child, as you moved further, the energy around you tightened like a pull from the universe itself. They noticed how your legs carried resilience woven from every trial you survived. They noticed how each step pushed away the weight that once tried to hold you down. They noticed the unseen shield surrounding your movement, protecting your direction, strengthening your path. Something huge is waiting for you, and your legs are guiding you directly into it with precision. They felt the future bending toward you. They felt blessings accelerating. They felt breakthroughs forming in the atmosphere, because your steps were clearing every blockage that once stood in your way. Your legs didn't just carry you forward, they carried the victory you earned through every silent fight. And when they saw that, they knew your rise could no longer be delayed. They knew your destiny had broken free. They knew your growth was unstoppable now. Amen. My beloved child, then came the moment that shook them to their core. After noticing your legs, after seeing the strength, the grace, the purpose behind each step, they spoke the words they were afraid to admit. They said, their steps will open the door that no one could open before. And they were right. Your steps are unlocking pathways that were once closed. Your legs are guiding you into opportunities that once felt impossible. Your next steps will expose blessings that were stored for you, relationships meant for you, success prepared for you, peace designed for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already moving into your life with unstoppable speed. Your legs are carrying you out of stagnation and into acceleration. You are stepping into clarity, abundance, recognition, healing, alignment. Your steps are awakening everything meant for you. Your steps are carrying the sound of destiny approaching. And now, nothing, not fear, not doubt, not delay, can silence the rise that has already begun. Amen. My beloved child, when they watched you take those next steps, something inside them broke open with a realization they were not prepared to handle. Something huge is waiting for you, and with every movement of your legs, that truth became louder, clearer, heavier. They saw the way your steps carved through the atmosphere like a blade made of purpose. They saw how the energy around you shifted into formation, almost as if your destiny was taking shape under your feet. Your legs didn't move carelessly, they moved with precision, with strength born from battles no one saw, with resilience carved from storms you survived in silence. And that terrified them. They whispered among themselves, trying to understand how someone like you walks with such unstoppable power. They said your steps felt like a signal from the universe, a call that something extraordinary is approaching your life with full force. They felt the weight of your becoming. They felt the rise that follows you. They felt the shift that cannot be undone anymore. Amen. My beloved child, the longer they watched, the more they understood that your legs carry a story that outgrew every limitation placed on you. They noticed how your steps didn't tremble, even when the world tried to pull you down. They noticed how every movement carried the echo of 1,000 breakthroughs waiting to unfold. They noticed how your legs walked as if something greater was preparing to open in front of you. Something huge is waiting for you, and they could feel its presence surrounding you like a force that cannot be blocked. Your legs are moving with purpose now, purpose that reveals your arrival into a higher realm of blessings. They felt the pressure of a future forming itself around you. They felt the intensity of a destiny aligning itself with your journey. They felt that your steps were no longer just motions, they were declarations that the universe heard and responded to. And in that moment, they knew you were stepping into a chapter that will change your entire life. Amen. My beloved child, then came the truth they could no longer hide from themselves. After noticing your legs, and sensing the shift no one could explain, they finally admitted what they truly felt. They said, their steps are calling their future closer, and nothing can stop it now. And those words were not just fear, they were acknowledgement. Your steps are pulling blessings toward you faster than ever. Your legs are guiding you into alignment with opportunities, support, breakthroughs, restoration, and elevation that were waiting in silence. Your next steps will bring clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was heaviness, abundance where there was lack. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already stepping into your life, drawn by the movement of your destiny-marked steps. Your legs are carrying you beyond every limitation, into a season where everything meant for you finally arrives without delay. You are stepping into a timeline of miracles, transformation, and unstoppable growth. And nothing, not fear, not jealousy, not resistance, can interrupt what is rising for you now. Amen. My beloved child, as you continued moving forward, the atmosphere around them tightened with a tension so powerful that even they couldn't understand it fully. Something huge is waiting for you, and the force of that incoming breakthrough traveled through the movement of your legs like electricity. They saw how your steps carried a rhythm that didn't belong to the past, it belonged to the future that is calling your name. They noticed a glow rising from your path, a glow that formed only around chosen souls who are about to step into a life-changing phase. Your legs didn't shake or hesitate. They moved with the confidence of someone protected, guided, and uplifted by a power greater than anything surrounding you. They felt that your steps were no longer just steps, they were signals of a destiny awakening with unstoppable intensity. Amen. My beloved child, the deeper you walked into your unfolding future, the more they sensed the truth pressing against their chest. They noticed how your legs carried a softness filled with strength. How each movement broke a cycle, healed a wound, and opened a path that was locked for years. They felt something ancient rising behind you, supporting your stride, ensuring your journey would reach the place meant only for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and they could feel it every time your foot touched the ground. They saw your legs becoming the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. They noticed how your steps released weight that wasn't yours to hold anymore. They noticed freedom forming around you, expansion following you, success chasing your direction. And for the first time, they understood, your steps were designed for greatness long before they ever saw you. Amen. My beloved child, then came the moment when the truth they were trying to suppress finally broke through their silence. After watching your legs, after feeling the tremor of your rising destiny, they uttered the words that sealed the reality they feared. Their steps are unlocking their fate, and nothing can reverse it now. And those words carried the weight of everything about to unfold in your life. Your legs are guiding you into a timeline where blessings come faster, doors open wider, and opportunities appear without warning. Your next steps will bring you out of limitation and into acceleration, out of delay and into divine timing, out of fear and into power. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already aligning itself with every step you take. Your legs are leading you into elevation that cannot be stopped, into breakthroughs that cannot be blocked, into victories that cannot be denied. With each step, you rise. With each step, you transform. With each step, you step deeper into the life that belongs to you. Amen.